We all wish we could avoid truly evil people. But here's the harsh truth. Some are just built that way. They don't need a cause to harm you, nor must you provoke them to attack. Their nature feeds on deceit, manipulation, and control. Evil doesn't always sport a wicked sneer or clad itself in black like in films. Often it lurks behind a friendly grin, a charming phrase, or a kind gesture. It's the friend who saps your emotions, the coworker who quietly undermines you, or a family member who makes you doubt your own reality. The worst part? You often don't see it until it's too late. But here's the bright side. Evil leaves traces, signs you can spot if you know what to watch for. By recognizing these, you can shield your peace, mental health, and joy. Today, we're unpacking 7 red flags that reveal these toxic, manipulative individuals before they get too close. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Before we start, take a second, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's hone our awareness together. Let's dive in. Red flag 1. They make you feel you're always wrong. Ever felt like you're constantly at fault in a relationship, even when you're sure of your memory? The other person insists you're mistaken, too sensitive, or blowing things out of proportion. If this rings true, you might be facing gaslighting, a sly tactic evil people use to control you. Gaslighting isn't just lying or concealing truth. It's warping reality to erode your confidence. These individuals don't need facts or reason. They just plant a seed of doubt, letting them steer your thoughts and emotions to their benefit. Picture this. You're in a dispute, certain you recall the situation accurately, but they smirk, shake their head, and say you're overreacting, always making a fuss, or just too emotional. You try to defend yourself, but they twist facts and deny everything until you question your own memory. Over time, you lose certainty. Every argument ends with you retreating, staying quiet, or even apologizing when you've done nothing wrong. You start treading lightly, fearing anything you say or do will be turned against you. That's gaslighting's power. It chips away at your self-trust, making you reliant on them for reality. Evil gaslighters don't act this way because they're clueless about the truth. They do it to make you doubt yourself. When you're unsure, they control you more easily. They want you to feel like the problems, to think you're unstable, so you stop trusting your judgment. This tactic is dangerous because unrecognized, it slowly dismantles your self-esteem. You may grow hesitant, unable to decide for yourself, and worst, start believing you don't deserve respect. Stoic philosophy reminds us that truth doesn't hinge on others' words. It rests on how you view yourself. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you'll find strength. No matter how someone tries to distort reality, you can cling to your truth. When someone repeatedly dismisses your feelings or insists you're wrong, pause and ask, am I truly mistaken, or am I being manipulated? Stoicism doesn't urge you to argue with such people, but to step back quietly, stand firm in your reality, and guard your inner peace. If you're constantly guilt-ridden without cause, if someone says your emotions don't matter, or your perceptions are off, it's not because you're too sensitive. It's manipulation. Don't ignore this red flag. Trust your gut, hold fast to your truth, and if needed, walk away from toxic ties. A good person makes you feel safe, respected, and heard. An evil one always makes you question yourself. Protect your reality. It's the one thing they can't steal from you. Red flag 2. They weaponize your vulnerabilities. One of the most toxic traits of an evil person is using your weaknesses against you. Few things hurt more than trusting someone, bearing your deepest fears, insecurities, or moments of fragility, only to learn they were collecting ammunition to wield against you later. We all have times when we feel safe confiding, believing our secrets will be held with care. But to those with malicious intent, this is merely a chance to manipulate and dominate. Imagine you once shared with someone how you struggled to overcome a profound loss. You trusted they'd empathize, yet over time, they bring up your pain in ways that diminish you. They might toss out remarks like, "You're always so weak, never changing," or, "No wonder that happened to you." They twist your past into a tool, using it to make you doubt yourself. During conflicts, they dredge up your old wounds, reminding you of past errors or painful moments just to make you feel worthless. This isn't a mere insult, it's a profound betrayal. Evil people exploit your vulnerabilities because they know it grants them power. They want you to feel small, helpless, and reliant on them, ensuring you lack the strength to stand up or break free. This is among the most sinister forms of manipulation, not just emotional abuse, but a betrayal of trust at its core. You entrusted them with your fragility, and they turned it into a weapon. Stoic philosophy offers wisdom here. No one can harm you unless you let them. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you'll find strength. You don't have to bear the burdens others try to impose. You're not obligated to let someone make you feel lesser just because they can't handle your light. When you see someone using your vulnerabilities against you, it's time to reclaim your power. Don't let them control your emotions or rewrite your story. You hold value inherently, and no one can strip that away. Distance yourself from such people and guard your peace. You deserve to be surrounded by those who respect you, not those who exploit you. Red flag 3. They twist truth or lie relentlessly. Lies take many forms, sometimes harmless, meant to spare feelings, but in the hands of a truly evil person, lies become weapons to manipulate, control, and distort reality. These individuals don't lie just to dodge trouble. They lie to tilt power in their favor. They care not about easing tensions, but about bending reality to suit their desires, keeping you off balance. Stoic philosophy teaches a vital truth. We don't control others' actions, but we control our responses. Epictetus once said, "We cannot choose what others do, but we can choose how we react." When facing a skilled manipulator, stay grounded, keep emotions in check, and view situations objectively. Evil people aim to make you doubt yourself, but a stoic mindset keeps you steady. Imagine trusting someone in a conversation, believing their words, only to sense something's amiss. Over time, they say one thing today, deny it later, or twist events until you question your own memory. This isn't mere dishonesty. It's a calculated tactic to confuse and isolate you, making you doubt your grasp of reality. These individuals don't lie only when cornered. They craft stories, inflate situations, and manipulate words to make you feel paranoid. The scariest part? They never own up. To an evil person now, honesty isn't a virtue. It's a tool for control, deception, and dominance. Lying is second nature, making their words nearly impossible to trust. If someone in your life constantly warps the truth for their gain, that's a glaring red flag of malicious intent. Marcus Aurelius wrote, You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength. The danger of being around a liar is that they can erode your faith in yourself. But with a Stoic mindset, you'll see clearly, unswayed by deception, because truth doesn't depend on their manipulations. If you spot this behavior, don't ignore it. Trust your instincts. You don't need to confront them, but you can protect yourself with firm boundaries. Epictetus reminds us, the wise need not prove anything to a liar. The truth speaks for itself. Don't let manipulators control your emotions or perceptions. You deserve to live in clarity and peace, not confusion and deceit. Red flag 4. They thrive on conflict. While most of us cherish stability and shy away from unnecessary tension, some people can't resist chaos. Truly evil individuals don't just stumble into conflict. They create it. For them, stirring drama and discord is entertainment, a way to manipulate those around them and maintain control. Picture a warm family gathering, everyone laughing, sharing stories, enjoying a relaxed evening. Suddenly, someone slips in a sly remark, knowing it'll spark tension. In moments, the mood shifts, voices rise, tempers flare, the atmosphere grows heavy. While others are caught in the argument, this person steps back, watching with a faint smirk, as if they lit a match and are now eager to see the flames spread. These conflict lovers don't stop there. They spread rumors, twist facts, and fuel misunderstandings among friends, family, or colleagues, always from the shadows, posing as innocent bystanders or so-called peacemakers. They revel in seeing relationships fracture, watching people turn against each other, and above all, leaving you feeling isolated, exhausted, and unsteady. Stoic philosophy offers a potent lesson here. You can't control others' actions, but you can control your response. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Each morning, remind yourself you'll meet people who are deceitful, selfish, manipulative. But you don't have to become like them. This means you don't have to play their game. An evil person craves conflict and wants you to join in. If you react with anger, try to outwit them, or engage in their drama, you've fallen into their trap. The only way to break free is to stay calm and refuse to let them steer your emotions. Epictetus reminds us, whoever angers you, owns you. If you notice someone constantly igniting drama and disrupting your peace, set boundaries. You don't need to confront them. Just distance yourself. They're not worth sacrificing your inner calm. You don't need anyone in your life who feeds on chaos and negativity. Red flag 5. They always play the victim. Evil people wield a cunning tactic to manipulate others. They perpetually cast themselves as the victim. No matter the situation, work failures, personal disputes, or life's challenges, they paint themselves as the ultimate sufferers. They weave a tragic tale where the world is unjust, everyone mistreats them, and they've never had a fair shot. But the truth? They refuse to own their actions, dodging accountability for their choices or behaviors. They need someone to blame, and if you're not cautious, that someone will be you. Imagine an acquaintance who endlessly gripes about the injustices they face. Every setback is someone else's fault, never theirs. They blame their boss, coworkers, friends, or even family, never pausing to consider their own role. They tug at your emotions with sob stories, making you feel pity at first. You want to help, but over time, you notice nothing changes. They're stuck in the same problems, each time dragging you into their emotional storm, leaving you drained. The real danger? Playing the victim isn't just about seeking sympathy. It's a tool for control. They exploit your kindness, knowing you're compassionate and eager to help. They make you feel responsible for their woes, as if it's your duty to fix their lives. But when you urge them to take responsibility, they flip the script. Suddenly you're the villain, accused of being heartless or selfish for not endlessly supporting them. They guilt you into staying, making you feel like you're hurting them by pulling away. Compassion is a virtue, but it doesn't mean carrying someone else's burdens. A person who truly needs help will strive to change, not expect others to solve everything. Stoic philosophy teaches that we can't control others, but we can control our reactions. When you spot someone using the victim role to manipulate, step back and reflect. Are you truly helping, or are you being used? You're not responsible for their life, nor must you sacrifice your peace for someone who shirks accountability. Set clear boundaries. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect and support, not emotional exploitation or manipulation. If someone constantly plays the victim with no intent to grow, it's time to walk away and protect your peace. Red flag 6. They endlessly criticize, but never praise your achievements. Evil people employ a toxic, dangerous tactic. They relentlessly criticize you while ignoring your efforts or successes. This isn't constructive feedback. It's deliberate degradation, meant to erode your self-esteem. No matter how hard you try, they'll always pinpoint flaws, however minor. When you accomplish something, instead of celebrating your effort, they dismiss its worth. Imagine pouring weeks into a project, heart and soul invested, eager to share your success with someone you trust. You expect encouragement, but they shrug, saying, "It's no big deal," or "You could have done better." Worse, they pivot to their own achievements, overshadowing yours. Each time this happens, you feel diminished, as if your success doesn't matter. This isn't accidental. It's a calculated move. They aim to control how you see yourself, making you doubt your worth. Evil people don't want you confident or proud. They want you forever seeking their approval, an approval they'll never grant. Their goal is to keep you reliant on their validation, ensuring you stay anxious, self-doubting, and emotionally drained. The scariest part? They do it subtly, often posing as if they're helping you improve, when really they're stifling your confidence. This behavior isn't just painful, it's dangerous, trapping you in a cycle of self-doubt where you feel never good enough, constantly chasing validation from someone who will never offer it. If you meet someone who always critiques but never acknowledges your wins, pause and reassess that relationship. Stoicism teaches that your self-worth doesn't depend on others. You don't need anyone's approval to know your value, nor recognition to make your achievements meaningful. Don't let anyone manipulate your self-esteem. Identify those who truly support you and those who use you for control. Guard your peace. Step away from those who refuse to see your worth and focus on people who respect and value you. Red flag 7. They show no empathy or compassion. One of the starkest signs of a person with malicious intent is their utter lack of empathy. Empathy makes us human, letting us connect, understand, and share with others. But some individuals don't just lack it. They view others' emotions as a nuisance, an inconvenience, rather than something to cherish. Have you ever met someone who, despite your pain, sadness, or struggles, remained cold or dismissive. You share a deep hardship, a loss, illness, or major challenge, and they respond with a curt, "Everyone goes through that." Or worse, shift the topic as if your story doesn't matter. That's not just distraction or busyness. It's a clear marker of someone who can't or won't care. Truly evil people are indifferent to your suffering. They can watch you struggle without a flicker of feeling. Your pain to them is an annoyance, disrupting the mood they want to maintain. Worse, they may see it as a chance to manipulate or exploit you. A person without empathy won't comfort you in distress. They don't care to help or see you heal. Your emotions are mere obstacles to their plans. They might feign care when it serves them, but when you truly need support, their cold nature surfaces. You realize you don't matter to them. They see you as a tool, useful when convenient, disposable when not. Reflect on times you felt small, ignored, like speaking to a wall. That wasn't your fault, nor because you're too sensitive. It's because you faced someone devoid of empathy who doesn't know or want to care. The scariest part? They won't change. These individuals don't grow empathy, as they see no need for it. They live for themselves, and your feelings have no place in their world. If you spot someone who consistently dismisses your emotions, making you feel invisible, recognize the danger. They're not reliable, nor worthy of your time, energy, or heart. A good person listens, understands, and, even if they can't fix your pain, shows you're not alone. Don't let the empathy less make you doubt your worth. You deserve relationships rooted in mutual respect and genuine care. If someone uses your fears and weaknesses to control you, don't hesitate. Flee far from them. Evil people don't come with glaring warning signs, but if you pay attention, the red flags are clear. Accepting this can be tough, especially when you've invested in a relationship or still hope someone cares. But good people don't make you doubt yourself, feel manipulated, or emotionally drained. Spotting these signs early doesn't just protect your peace, it spares you unnecessary pain. Someone showing these behaviors isn't a friend, they're a predator. Don't waste your time, energy, or kindness on them. Step back, see clearly, and choose people who truly deserve your presence. Always remember, you deserve love and appreciation from those who genuinely care. Guard your mind and heart. See you in the next video.